just a little bit away from first pitch. And starting this one, Tyler Glasnow. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. And that one's a little bit low. And this one is off and running. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Brian Reynolds here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it, or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Andrew McCutcheon now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one ripped. Conforto makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Bucks go down quietly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Bailey Falter. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's Betts. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away now. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first, thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
That's inside. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for L.A., scoreless after 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, new inning getting started. This is Joey Bart. Glasnow back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field, and there's 1 down. Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Just missed.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next pitch is downstairs. No score here in the second.
That's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And we're back. And now it's Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Cruz going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The throw to first, and they get the out on Smith.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where
to first, and that is that. Back here in L.A., well, here we go, top of the third scoreless game. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Matt Gorski. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Jared
Now it's the second
Triolo.
baseman, Jared Triolo. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And he lays down a bunt. And he barehands it to first. In time. Got him.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Batting 9th,
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Falefa.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And that skips in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Second baseman, Miguel
Falter,
Rojas.
27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. That's towards center. Cruz pulls that one down, and there's one away. Tommy Edman at the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Falter checks over to first, and he's back.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And gone. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Mookie Betts now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Reynolds makes the grab for the 2nd out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Freeman
1-0
at the plate and takes high there. Freeman hits it in the air. Gorski in position, corrals it, and that is that. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning, and it's 2. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
That's a base hit and a good start to the inning.
He was all over
Now
that
batting,
one. Got a
the first
fastball in the
baseman,
middle of the plate,
Brian
jumped all
Reynolds.
over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here's the first baseman, Brian Reynolds. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
0-2.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with
Now
the
batting,
baseball right
right
now.
fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Here's McCutcheon. 0 for 1 so far.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And it's strike 2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Bart, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1.
Cruz off of first with 2 away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw.
And that one gets away at the plate. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now it's the
off
right
for the
fielder,
Dodgers.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really
0-2
tardy on
the
that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. No throw. He's safe at first.
Now batting, third baseman.
Man at first. Here's a big power threat. Max Muncy. Late with the swing there.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps
0-1's
when
the
over
count.
80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Foul ball there. Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. Could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Now snap throw to first.
No, he's
Back
in
in safe, really close. To the left side, but it is well foul. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Struck him out swinging, and the runner holds.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
It gets down a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. The pitch. Up the middle, and base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. First and second, 2 outs. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a rocket out to left. Gorski holds it in on the run. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Next is the designated hitter, Alexander Canario. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And down on strikes with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
And the 0-1. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one way outside. Now 1 and 2. Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Founds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Pirates leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Falter back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Entering as the pinch runner, Enrique Hernandez. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here is Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2. That one the other way. Connor Falefa to second. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in L.A. and now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Check swing, called strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And foul ball. Got him swinging. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as he continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to nibble at all. He is attacking the strike zone. And I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard, it gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there. And he'd probably admit that, but he got it by him.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. And that's in there for strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches. And that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Gets him to chase after that one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Two outs. Caught him looking for the K. Make it 6 shutout. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Skeens.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bullpen action for the Pirates. Brian Stockton, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Burrows getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's
1
way
ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Tried hitting 101 and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout.
Oh, we see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down. Line drive. Nice grab. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for Pittsburgh,
Here's the catcher,
Joey
Joey Bart. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now, Brian Hayes. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Hernandez snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Canario at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Garcia into the game.
Number 57. Luis.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
0-1.
And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Bart off of first with 2 away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting second baseman
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then By the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2-1.
Next offering misses down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Pirates strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. That one at triple digits. He is an absolute flamethrower, of course, and you don't have to watch very long, and the radar gun is lighting right up.
Well, you can see all the fans looking at the scoreboard after each pitch. I don't think you see it at the plate. You hear it go by.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Chris, it seems like more and more pitchers are training to up that velocity.
Yeah, and they're understanding efficiency as well from mechanics, from biomechanics. These pitchers are paying attention. They're trying to get better, and they're trying to get an edge.
2 down. Location as well with the velocity. So many of these hard throwers are working up in the zone, at least in part, to combat the launch angle swing, right?
Yeah, and if you're effective with that pitch where you can throw it at the top of the zone as a strike that can be called, now you can start to elevate and try to...
On to first, and they get Edman for the out. And that is that. Dodgers. We go to the 8th, and the batter now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And a foul ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. That one hit to right. Makes the grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. Line to left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That was the thing.
And the Dodgers.
Pitching
Evan
for the
Phillips
Dodgers.
on to pitch here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Next to hit, Brian Reynolds. Up the middle. Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
McCutchen in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swings through the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
Cruz at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Excellent work out of the Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Kike Hernandez. Skeens back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And it's fouled away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Cut on and lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting.
First and second, one out. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Fought off foul. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And ball 1.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Muncy to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. This one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Throw, save.
No.
And both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So bases all loaded up. Smith will hit next. Liner, base hit. One run across. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead is up to 5. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michael Conforto will climb
Number
in.
34.
Pulls that one foul. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Pirates nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. Headed down the line. Hernandez on the move. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Ball 1 there. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
It's a good breaking ball there, just
Up
off
next
the corner
for the
where you
Pirates,
can't really do
third
much
baseman,
damage, but it's close
Hayes.
enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here's the third baseman, Brian Hayes. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next
2
pitch
balls,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's a ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez ranging after it. He makes the grab, And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alexander
So they're down to
Canario.
their final out. Alexander Canario, the next Pirate to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Foul ball. Just
No,
missed.
inside.
And that
That's ball
misses. And that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last
Now
pitch
batting,
wasn't even much
left
to think
fielder,
about.
Matt Gorski.
Matt Gorski. And I think Dave Roberts.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Yates, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a
1-2.
tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you
1
can.
ball,
That missed
2
by a
strikes.
lot. And it's 1-2. Yates is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-0 the final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.